Hey guys, what's up? How are you? I hope that you guys are having an amazing one today. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jarrell, and in today's video we are going to be playing with the new eyeshadow palettes from Haus Labs. By the way, these are limited edition. They do retail for $49 and I got mine directly from the Sephora store. I went to the store the other day, saw them, and decided to review them for you guys. So I got both of them. They only have two. You can also find them right now. They are available on the Sephora website. I am going to link everything down below in the description area just in case you guys are interested. They are affiliated links, so if you guys do use my links, I really appreciate it because it goes back to my channel. And here we have both of the palettes. They are both called the Super Neutrals, and this one right here is volume 001 and this one is volume 002. So let's go ahead and get into the video, but before we do, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. You can also like this video because that definitely helps out my channel so much, and you can also click on the little bell that will notify you whenever I upload a new video. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so these palettes right here, they do have a shelf life of 24 months and they are made in Italy. And here we have the 001 palette, which is more of the neutral palette. Look how beautiful that is. So I was able to swatch it at the store and they just felt really nice and creamy. So let's go ahead and do the same, but I really just focus on the shimmer shades, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even swatch the mattes, so I have really no idea of how they look, but look at these shimmer shades right here. If you are into neutrals, especially like warm tones, you are definitely going to really enjoy this palette. The swatches and the way that they feel so nice and creamy. Oh, look at this shade, so beautiful. Okay, I'm excited. I'm already excited. By the way, they actually do have names. The first one is called the Pink Gold Chrome. The second one is the Golden Amber Chrome, and the third one is the Auburn Chrome. Now we have a light beige matte shade. This one is Sienna, which is also a matte shade, and this one is called Cocoa, which is also a matte shade. So I really do enjoy Haus Labs as a brand. I absolutely love the foundation, concealer, bronzer, blushes. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Let's go ahead and now swatch the volume 002. Right, so here we have the volume 002. By the way, I did wanted to just point that out, that like the same packaging as the blushes, it is very reflective. Let's go ahead and start with the chrome shades. So this is Olive, a bio glitter. This one is Fuchsia Chrome shade, and this is a Dusty Rose Chrome shade as well. This is a light peach matte shade, a mauve brown also matte, and this is a smoky brown also matte. Alright, so just using my Hourglass Primer to prime my eyes. So let's go ahead and start with the Haus Labs volume 001 palette for this eye. I am going to start with this nice, beautiful, creamy, beigey shade. Feels really creamy, like it's a wet to powder formula, that type of formula. So it is showing up on my skin, but it's like very light. So I'm just going to use it to highlight my brow bone, just working it on the crease. Now going in with this brush right here, taking this Sienna shade, going to add it to my crease right in the center, and this is really pigmented. Going back with the previous shade and the previous brush, just going to blend the edges, working a little bit more of this orangey shade or Sienna shade right in the outer corner and just stunning it out a little bit, and just going to add it to my lower lashes as well in the outer corner, just blending it up once there is not a lot of product on the brush. Using the same brush, I am going to take this darker shade in Cocoa. Going to use the mirror that we have on the palette like I have been using, and just really focusing that shade in the outer corner, just to give us a little bit of definition, and just working it a little bit on the crease of the eye as well, not going too high up. They do not have a lot of fallout and they are really blendable. These are so good, especially if you are a beginner. So if you are working on your blending, these eyeshadows, like they blend themselves out, like they're so so nice. And again, the pigmentation is definitely there, so they're not going to fly away. You don't have to build them up too much, but they are blendable, which is also very nice. So, all right, so these shades are definitely not like super new to our collection, especially if you already have a big collection. I am pretty sure that you can find similar shades to this palette right here, but it's just nice to have a new brand coming out with eyeshadows, their formula, just testing them out. So if you were curious about Haus Labs, so far I am really liking the mattes, which are very, very important to just completing a look. So now with the shimmers that I already know that I'm going to really enjoy, let me start with this one right here. And I'm going to just add it to the center of my eye. And this one does have like a pink and orangey. So there's like a little bit of a duochrome to this eyeshadow. Really, really nice. And it's adhering to the eyelid very nicely as well without adding any eyeshadow glue, which is also a plus for me, just because I do not like to deal with eyeshadow glues. I don't like it. So I'm going to add a little bit of this golden shade with this brush right here from What's Up Beauty, and just adding it to the very inner corner of my eye and working it towards the other shade that we already added to the lid. And because this shade, the one that we use first, does have a little bit of a golden undertone, this golden shade is just blending to it very nicely. I'm going to grab the darker shade with a pencil brush, and I'm just going to add it to my lower lashes. And using the same brush, I'm going to take this golden shade again and just adding it towards the inner part of my lower lash and just feathering it out towards the back. Going back with this shade right here, just building it up a little bit more. Taking a clean pencil brush, I'm going to take the lighter shade. And I'm just going to add it to the very inner corner. Just going to bring it up a little bit. Adding the lightest shade right here, right on the highest point of my eyebrow. Just going to blend it with my finger. So I'm going to add mascara and do the rest of my face and show you the final look for this eye right now. All right, so I'm back with this face. Let's go ahead and work on this eye right here using the other palette. I wish I had more eyes. I wish I had more time so I could actually do a whole entire look for you guys, but I do have to go and pick up my little one from daycare. But I also know that the Sephora Sales event is coming up very, very soon, in a couple of days, and I want to have this video up for you guys like ASAP. So just in case you guys were eyeing these eyeshadows, at least you guys have an idea how they perform, how they look on the eyes, you know, if you need them, if you want them, and all of that good stuff. So yes, so let's go ahead and now create our second look. I'm going to use this shade right here. Going to do the same thing, so just adding it to my crease and just working it up to my brow bone. Thought it was going to be a little bit more peachy, but very, very light on me. So now I'm going to take this Dusty Rose shade with the same brush. I'm going to add it to my crease in the outer corner and just bringing it in little by little. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a really nice formula. Again, for those of you that are beginners, it blends so nicely. Again, very impressed with these mattes. I already know that I absolutely love the shimmer shades just because they are so sparkly, and I love that. So if you are into that, I know that you're going to really enjoy that as well. But the mattes, I really didn't have any expectations for them. I didn't know exactly what it was going to be like, but now after using them, they are very nice, blendable, creamy, buildable. Yeah, beautiful. I'm going to use this tiny brush right here, which is the Refa 14 brush. I have been using the What's Up Beauty brushes as well as Refa brushes. I'm going to try to remember to link them down below, but I'm taking the smoky shade, and it does have like a sheen to it. It's not completely matte like the other two. And the same thing with the cocoa shade from the previous palette. It does have like a really nice sheen to it. And this is really nice and smoky. I love that. No patchiness, really blends out. It's really pigmented, but workable. It does have a little bit of fallout, but that's okay. Just bringing it in little by little on the crease, a third of the way. I'm going to take the fuchsia shade Just adding it to the lid, leaving a little bit of space in the inner part. Going back with the darker shade just to blend it in a little bit more. Using the Refer 26 brush, I'm going to take this shade right here for the inner corner. Let me use my finger with the fuchsia shade just to build it up a little bit more. It definitely makes a difference when you're using your finger for the fuchsia shade. So just tapping a little bit of that fuchsia shade right in the center and going back with the brush and the lighter shade, just adding it to the inner corner. I'm going to take this brush right here, which is the Refer 03 brush and the smoky shade. I'm going to smoke out my lower lashes. Now using the same brush that we just used for this shade right here, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to add it to my lower lashes. Cleaning this pencil brush right here and just going back with the darker shade. And just really focusing that on the outer corner, both on the lower lashes and also right here on the top. That looks so beautiful. Okay. This one does have a little bit more fallout comparing it to this one right here, but I always do my eyes first just to avoid this dilemma. Let me go ahead and just do mascara and the rest of my face, and I'll show you the final look for this eye right here. Alright guys, so here we have both of the looks. Let me know in the comment section down below which one is your favorite. The warm tones are a little bit more on the cooler side. For me in particular, I do like both of them, but I am very impressed with the formula itself. I think that it's just so easy to build up, to blend, to achieve such an easy look for fall time. Both of them, they just look so pretty. I can definitely see myself reaching for this palette right here during the summertime, especially this shimmer shades just for a one and done. Maybe just adding a little bit of definition with the matte shades, but really focusing on these shades right here. I cannot wait to use this shade just by itself, again, for a one and done. It's just really easy, and the formula, again, I'm just so impressed how easy it is to work with the matte shades, with the shimmer shades. There's not a lot of fallout. The pigmentation is there, blendable, super beautiful, like pigmented but workable at the same time. It's just very impressed. For this palette right here, it's definitely going to be for those of you that are more into cool tones, into like rosy tones, like purpley tones for sure. But I do gotta say that this shade in particular, it does work better with your fingers. When I first applied it with a brush, it just looked a little dull and it wasn't it. It wasn't it. But once I used my finger, it did bring it up a little bit, and it actually did exactly what it was supposed to do. I don't think that it has any shimmer to it. It's just more of a metallic shade, and yes, it's really nice metallic, but I wish that it had a little bit more shimmer instead of just being metallic, because I think that if it had a little bit more like twinkle to it, it will be a little bit more special. But the other shades are absolutely beautiful. I was already thinking of another look that I want to create with this palette right here as I was finishing up my makeup, and I want to use this all over my lid because I absolutely love how it looks on my lower lashes. It looks so beautiful and smoky and sparkly, and it's just like that olive green, so gorgeous. And I think that this shade is definitely going to help it get there. So I am looking forward to just maybe creating a shorts and creating another look using this palette in particular, just because I really do like how smoky it is. But yeah, guys, that is it for this Haus Labs eyeshadows first impressions / review, swatches, tutorials, and all of that in this video. I hope that it was helpful to you guys, just in case you guys were interested in eyeing these palettes right here. Again, the Sephora VIP sale is coming your way in a couple of days. So just in case you like what you saw, what you heard on this video for these eyeshadows, you don't have a Sephora near you and you want to try these palettes right here from Haus Labs, then I hope that this video was helpful to you. Just in case, as a reminder, again, these are limited edition. I'm not trying to pressure you. That's not my intentions ever. I'm just trying to remind you, just in case you guys are interested in this little Haus Labs palettes. They're super cute. But yeah, I am going to link everything down below. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your time, and support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, and I will see you next time.